A claw suddenly reached for the woman's feet. She immediately sensed something was wrong and dove into the water to investigate. But after searching around underwater, she found nothing. She figured it must have just been some weeds brushing against her. However, as soon as she climbed back onto the shore, that same claw reached out for her again. Just then, she heard her boyfriend calling out to her. She walked toward him, completely unaware that she'd narrowly escaped a dangerous encounter. But the heat was unbearable, and before long, she jumped back into the water to cool off. What she didn't realize was that something was lurking beneath the surface, watching her. The creature, hidden in the depths, was captivated by her graceful figure. It decided in that moment, she would be its prey. It started swimming toward her, dreaming of a twisted future together. Unable to resist any longer, it reached a clawed hand toward her, then quickly hid in the weeds, just in time to avoid her gaze. She felt something brush against her but dismissed it until a friend on shore shouted for her to get out. "There's something dangerous in the water," they yelled. Only then did she sense how serious the situation was. She turned and swam quickly back toward the boat. Seeing her trying to escape, the creature panicked. It lunged forward, trying to drag her beneath the surface. But instead, it got tangled in a massive fishing net. The creature thrashed violently, and the boat began to shake from the struggle. Realizing something huge was caught in the net, the group rushed to pull it up. But whatever it was unbelievably strong enough to nearly capsize the boat. One man grabbed an axe, ready to cut the rope. Then, suddenly, everything went still. They hauled up the net, only to freeze in disbelief. There was a massive tear through it, something had ripped its way out. No one could imagine what kind of creature had that kind of strength. Determined to uncover the truth, two men geared up with oxygen tanks and dove beneath the surface. To their shock, they actually found the monster. They tried to capture it, but the creature knew these waters well and quickly put distance between them. Unwilling to give up, they gave chase. One managed to fire a harpoon, but the monster's skin was thick, and it escaped even with the weapon lodged in its side. Within moments, it vanished into the murky depths. Thankfully, the men had brought a camera. They managed to film the creature and planned to develop the footage once they got back. But just as they were about to process the photos, the unthinkable happened. The creature boarded the boat. It attacked and killed one of the crew members. A scream tore through the night. Everyone rushed out, but the crew member had vanished. Only a pool of blood remained on the deck. The monster was out for revenge. To get rid of it once and for all, the group scattered poison across the surface of the lake. They thought it would be enough to kill the beast. By morning, the entire lake was filled with floating dead fish. But of the monster, there was no sign.